Hello and welcome. You're watching Fineprint. I'm Molly Gambhir. An inquiry into New Zealand's faith-based and state care system has revealed some horrific details. 250,000 children, young people and vulnerable adults were physically and sexually abused in these centres. More than 250,000 children, young people and vulnerable adults were abused. This was during the 6-decade period from the 1960s. Over the same time period, around 655,000 people entered care homes. Out of them, 256,000 suffered abuse. That's 40% of all people who were admitted. They were subjected to years of abuse. Survivors later recounted instances of rape and electric shock treatment. Who was responsible for this abuse at this magnitude? The same people who were in charge of the facilities, the staff, some members of the clergy, and even foster parents in some cases.
The report clearly highlights that there have been some intolerable and unacceptable abuses in state care in the past. That is something that all New Zealanders, I think, will be concerned and alarmed by, although it confirms what the victims have been saying for some time. The government has already been taking steps to respond to the work of the Royal Commission as that has been undertaken, including changing the Crown's litigation strategy, which we have already done.
Most abuse survivors were between 5 to 17 years of age. Some were as young as 9 months. The details of the abuse are absolutely disturbing. The staff often forced the male patients to rape the female patients. Improper strip searches, vaginal examinations were common. So was verbal abuse and racist slurs. This report comes after private and public redress hearings where survivors bravely narrated accounts of physical and sexual abuse. The report acknowledged that the indigenous Maori children suffered the most. It states that 81% of Maori children were abused in these facilities. 69% of the children in state care belonging to the Maori community.
I think what you'll see from the fact that we established the Royal Commission is that we do acknowledge that the abuse of Māori by the state isn't just a historic issue. Actually, some of these examples highlighted by the Royal Commission are more recent. They're in our lifetimes. So we do need to take those seriously. We do need to acknowledge that Māori have been disproportionately affected, and we do need to make sure that we are looking to the future, and that will include looking at our current systems to make sure that we're not creating the environment where that abuse is perpetuated in the future.